Hello, good evening everyone. Today's practice we're going to be focusing on the wings. So the wings consist of the hands, the fingers, the arms, and the shoulders. And we want to have engaged wings because when we can engage our wings, we can lift our rib cage and fill it up even more. Also, when you learn how to engage your wings circumferentially, toning around the bone, then you're going to have more range of motion and less pain in your arms and shoulders. All right, so we'll get started seated on our block in hero pose. So if you don't have a block, you can use a cushion or a bunch of things stacked up, whatever you have at your disposal. Okay. So we'll find that nice double S curve of the spine, and then we'll think about the alignment of the wings. So each fingertip is bent slightly through every pose. Or carve out the palm, and there's a hollow on the outside of the wrist and on the inside of the wrist. Our elbows face outward, and we mound the deltoids and hollow the armpits. So from the side, you should open up the front just as much as you open the back. Sometimes that's hard to do, but you can practice it now. So it's really easy to open out the back by pulling the shoulders forward. And it's also easy to open the front by pulling the shoulders back. But what we're searching for is something in between a sagittal opening or widening of the shoulders and a balance between front and backward. Find that now with a dome fingernail on the thigh. Close your eyes. Start to take slow, deep breaths into radiant rib cage. And imagine untapped potential being realized, not just in your body, but in your whole life. The ability to see new things, behave in new ways, or perform outstandingly is your limitless potential. Each day we learn how to recruit more of ourselves to be our better selves. And we'll take a deep breath in through the nose all the way, filling up. And then let it out through your mouth with a sigh. Again, breathing big breath through the nose, swallowing all your potential, and exhaling out anything that no longer serves you. One more deep breath in, inhaling, opening, and exhale, let it all out, let it all go. Good. Blink open your eyes. And then take seed hands forward to the level of the horizon. Elbows are outward. And find a gentle pulse, a wing flap. Okay? Now turn the palms up, elbows down, service arms. Pretend like you're holding a big tray. Spread the back heart, spread the front heart at the same time. Imagine pressure not only from the weight you're carrying in the tray, but also from underneath. You're pressing down. You're toning all the way around the bone. Good. All right, slide your tray right, slide your tray left, slide it center. Beautiful. Reach the arms into chin-up bar arms. So really pretend like you're holding a chin help you. Pull the ribs up, pulse the hips back. Yeah, use that tone to lift your ribs. See how the arms, the wings are related to the rib cage? Beautiful. Sweep the hands to ecstasy. Cup the sides of the head. Tone around the bone, elbows forward. And we will crescent to the right. Exhale, hips go back. Inhale, ribs rise. Keep your face forward. Take the right hand to a cup hand on the opposite elbow, and then use that to further pull your left shoulder blade off the back, making more room for the left ribs. And then exhale, coming back up to that chin up bar. Knees resist, hips back. Good. And we're gonna take ecstasy once more. Sweep the hands back, belly long, bow open, and crescent left. Find a beautiful pulse here, letting your wings do some of the work. And then left hand comes to right elbow, and it helps you pull that right shoulder blade up and forward off the back, so the right ribs have more room to open up. Once again, we're using our wings to help us open the radiant heart from all sides. All right, exhale, come back up. And a little seaweed sway, slide the ribs. Your wings leave behind. Imagine your wings are connected from the tip of your hand and they go all the way down to the waist. You're carrying a cloak. So flap and sway. Start to feel the underside of the arm. It helps you float up. You can actually feel flying. Beautiful. Spring load the hips back. Dome your hands and touch down. Don't slide to spring hands. Come to all fours pose. Simplify all fours. So think about your palms here. Spring hand is not flat on the floor with the fingers spread. Spring hand has a hollow under the palm from your pinky and thumb mound pushing towards each other. The fingers are slightly soft and softly curled. Find it pumping under the palm. It tones up the whole arm. Elbows turn outward, and there is a pumping action there. Find a hollow in the armpits, and that's your broadness in your back. Fill in the ribs. Some pulses here. Shift weight to the left, and then from the lifting of the right back heart, you'll dome the right hand. So keep that left elbow springy. Pull the dome tone all the way up the arm. So dome fingers have no weight bearing. Dome fingers have no weight. Find a lightness there. Pretend like you're energetically extending your fingernails long. You'll find the tone up the arm. Okay, keep your fingernails down and then slide to spring. Beautiful. Reset. All four, shift right, lift the left back heart, left hand domes. Explore the tone on your own. All right, dome slides to spring. Fill in all fours. Reach right seed forward and find a hollow on the underside of your wrist. Reach and touch down right C for ice pick. Resist the right heart up as you lower and pull the right elbow down. Good. Okay, here's the next challenge. Keep your heart high and do the same on the other side. Left hip, hand, ice pick, pull elbow back. Wrist hollows intact. Elbows pulled towards the knees, hand away from each other energetically. Squeeze tone in the palms, helps you float your heart. All right. Lift in the heart, feel its lightness and radiance, and then float the heart, lift the elbows, and then sway your hammock, keeping the arms buoyant and springy, and then walk back, dome to spring. That's super hard. Fullness and lightness in all fours. Spring load the hips back, and then float high knees with earth arms. So earth arms in front of the body, elbows to the sides, palms face back. Okay? Step. Right foot forward, toes land first on the mat. Dig drag into that right foot. And we'll pulse. So spring load the hips back, knees resist, dig drag action going on, and that front foot pulls you forward. Use your arms to help you lift your chest on the upswing. Isn't it funny how we can use our arms to help us lift up? They're not even pushing into anything, but it helps. Good. On the next way down, exhale, slide the left hand out to the left and lock. And then bring the right hand to ecstasy for mantis pose. Exhale, sit the hips back towards the left heel. And inhale, rise the ribs towards the sky, tilt the top of the head towards the left hand. Some pulses here. Elbow towards the floor. Now stay here, or there's an opportunity for next level. If you want to level up, place the right hand where the left hand was, and then take the left hand to the right ankle. You got that? Okay. So still find a springiness in this arm. I don't think we've ever done this one before. Springiness in the standing arm. A tone around the bone and the binding arm. And then lift that right foot off the ground, knee forward, hips back. Push that right spring hand into the floor. Good, and then step the foot back to the spot. Put the left hand back where it was. Spring load the hips back and flow the heart. Low lunge. Step the right foot to meet the left. Kneeling, high knees. Broad shoulders and arms. And then spring load, hips back. Step left paw forward. Dig, drag the left paw, and we will pulse. Good. Nice work. Find more space and length. And exhale, hips go back. Swing the right hand out to the right a lot. And the left hand goes to ecstasy. So it helps when the standing arm is in front of, when the hand is in front of the shoulder. So if it's right under, that's going to be harder and it's going to hurt your wrist. So slide it out a little bit more. It's at an angle. And then use the axis, the arm, to open the side ribs. Dig, drag action on the legs helps you root back. And it helps your rise. So if you want to go further here, replace the left hand where the right one was and bind right hand to left ankle. Lift the foot off the floor. Crown of the head towards the floor. Where am I? Step the foot back to where it was. Switch hands. Spring load hips back. And flip the heart. Step left to meet the right. Good. Spring load the hips back. And touch down, don't just spring. All fours, simplify. Breathe into that new potential, that new awareness. Finding a new way to use your arms and your hands, squeezing the palms, pumping the energy from the earth. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips, crouching cat. Hips draw back, heart draws up and forward. Look for space in the waist. Draw up power from the floor. All right, find some stillness in the center. Shift the weight to the left from the lifting of your back heart. Dome the right. Can you pulse with the right dome? Keep it light. Dome slides to spring. Center. Shift the weight right. Dome the left. So the tendency here is for the standing arm, that right arm, to lock out since you took the weight out of your left. But don't do that. Find a tone in both. Dome sides to spring. Beautiful. Lower the knees down. Simplify all fours. Soft fingertips. Squeezing palms. Elbows springy. Armpits deep. Good. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips, crouching cat. Twisted cat right, toes and knees to the right, and right hand domes. Tilt the left ear towards the left shoulder and get some good pulses in here. That standing arm is springy and the dome hand is toned. Good. Take the right hand to wishbone on the left forearm. Feel how that opens up the side and the back heart, crosses on your back waist. Stay here, or take back cat. Right foot crosses behind. Keep the wishbone. Keep the spring in the standing arm. Keep the gaze at the left hand. And exhale, hips back. Reach right hand dome to spring. Swivel, three-legged cat, cross right ankle over left knee, set up falcon. Hips draw back, heart up and forward, lower both knees to the floor. Find hero ankles. Once more, we ice pick. Let's try left side first this time. Reach left seat forward. Resist, heart up as elbow lowers. Beautiful. And other side. Right. Oh, yeah. Lower down. Keeping the wrist hollows. Find a pretty pulse here. And float the heart, lift the elbows, walk the hands back, and tuck the toes, lift up, uncross the legs, back to the cat. Couple pulses here. Twisted cat, left, toes and knees to the left, left hand domes. Find some rib opening, tone around the bone. Take the left hand to the right forearm. So a lot of times I use this bind to check that I'm not locked out my standing elbow. Okay, that's easy to do. For the wishbone. The wishbone really brings out your back fascia. And you can take the back cat here. And then rotate back, left hand dome, spring, cross left ankle over right knee, hips back, heart forward, lower knees, and find hero ankles. Beautiful. Once more, keep the heart high, resisting away, ice pick right, elbow resist down, and other side, ice pick, elbow down. So the elbows resist each other here. They also pull towards the knees. The heart lifts as a result. Beautiful. Float the heart, lift the elbows, walk the hands back, and tuck the toes under. Come to all fours. And tuck the toes under, step wide, bend the knees, walk the hands back, float the heart to standing. Stand in earth pose. So feet hip distance apart. Body weight in a paw of the foot. Belly long, hips back. Bring your arms to earth arms. So in earth arm, we're lifting the top bones of the arms. We're spreading out the back part and we're spreading out the collarbones as well. Arms are in the forward plane, palms face backwards. Find your breath. Float the arms, horizon arms. Earth pulsations. Exhale, sit the hips back. Inhale, press into a shelf as if you're lifting yourself up. And pump, just so. Knees resist. Use the shelf to lift your heart up. Exhale, you go down. Inhale, you rise up. And exhale, pause. Reach seed hands further forward. Sky. Head back. Horizon eyes. Wave leg. Maybe come up higher on your heels. Reach right hand higher and forward. And reach left hand high and forward. Good. And then a seaweed sway, step one. Find your chin up bar once more. Really hold on to that bar. let it lift you up. When you're holding onto your chin-up bar, everything down below is light. Let's hop left, land light, hold the bar, hop right, hop right, hop left, left, hop right, hop to face the back, hop to face the front. Use your chin-up bar to help you land light. Hop wide, hop narrow, hop wide, hop narrow. Hop to face the front of your space. Beautiful. Arms come down. Hercules clasp the hands. Fill in the back part, but also open the collarbones. Sit back on your hips. Shift weight to the right foot. Dig, drag, lift the left. And step back like a ninja. Tribal lunge. Good. See how your Hercules clasp helped you with that move. Let's go back forward. And back. Let's do it 3 times on each side. Use your Hercules clasp to keep you light. Weight the right, dig, drag, left, step back, smile. Ninja, you, forward, horizon, eyes. One more, dig, drag. So easy when your wings help you. And switch to Hercules clasp. We'll do the other side. Weight the left, dig, drag the right, step back, like a ninja, step forward, horizon, dig, drag, step back, forward, one more time. And forward. Beautiful. Assimilate and earth. Step wide, hips back, belly long, touchdown domes, tone up the dome size to spring. Walk to all fours. Step your hands wide off the mat, preparing for panther prep. Find a tone up the suction cup palms, fingers soft, walk the knees back, so you're on the tops of your thighs really. Grab onto an imaginary bar with the back of your legs. Knees resist. And we're gonna go diagonal forward, halfway, heart full, and then push it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The last time, let's lower belly to the floor, boobies to the floor. Bring your right fist in front of you and wrap your left palm around it, rosebud hands. Press your knees and tops of feet to the floor. Bring your head to your hands. Prone bow. Hips back, knees forward. Soften central channel. And then walk your elbows forward, kind of like an ice pick. And then bring your hand palms together, but they're not flat palms. It's like spring palms, so there's a hollow at the base of the palm. and each finger joint bends. Resist elbows into the floor. Resist knees into the floor. Bend the knees. Pull your elbows hard so that your whole rib cage can get real big here. Hold on hamstring resistance in the backs of the legs. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. And then windshield wiper the heels to the left and then to the right. To the left. And to the right. Good, release. Release your right arm long on the floor. And then roll onto your right side. Ice pick the right hand so you get a hollow under the wrist. Stick your hips back behind you. Side bow. Side bow, the top arm is straight and dome. So here, imagine that I put my hand on top of your dome hand and you're trying to resist into my hand, but at the same time, you're trying to keep your fingernails attached. Good. The elbow points towards the sky. And that wing is helping you make your ribs more tall from the side. Cool. Now bring that top hand to headrest. So that's putting your whole liquid palm on the back of your head, the whole back of your head. Good. Once you have a headrest, push your head into that palm. Yeah, we're using our arm to give us a resistance to open more up into. We're being our own yoga teacher, giving ourselves an adjustment. Push into your own hand to open your belly more. And that right hand on the ground, that's firm. That's keeping you anchored. Beautiful. Release that one. Bring both hands to cup the side of the head, ecstasy. Elbows towards each other, and then open up baby bow. Keep your face looking between your elbows. Keep the elbows narrow. Beautiful. Roll the back of the head to the floor. Reach your seats to the sky. Roll onto your back, feet on the floor, and walk yourself back to your center space. Supine shift. Find a good V-vector arm that's toning around the bone. Seeds towards the ceiling, and use that to help you lift one leg and then the other off the floor. The V-vector strength keeps radiant heart full and makes this easier. All right, shift the knees a couple inches to the left, the seeds to the right. And then cross the other way. And then once more. And then other way. And then come back to your center space. Release the left arm overhead on the floor and roll onto your left side, side bow. Left wrist hollow. Stack the hips. Right hand, domes. Deep armpit. Tall waist, tall ribs. All right, take the top hand to a full headrest. That palm goes all the way around the back of your melon. And then give yourself a good adjustment here. Give yourself something to push into. Push back a lot. That left seed hand on the floor helps. And then both hands, ecstasy. And release, roll onto your back. And then supine shifts back to your center space. Walk the feet towards the hips and prepare for wave pose. So you can always take bridge here if you're not comfortable with wave. Let your fingertips point outward to the sides. Before you go up, find a pump in your palms. So squeeze pinky and thumb mounds together. Yeah, get a pump in your palm. That so helps. Okay, keep that pump in the palm. You'll need that when you're up. Okay, walk your feet under your hips. Then push yourself onto your head. You can stay there. Readjust the hands if you need to. And then push yourself to wave. Pump the hands. Lift the heart. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Use the arms. Heavy the hips. Big drag, lift the feet. Take liquid hands to the knees. And rock side to side, giving a massage to your back part. Exhale, release the feet to the floor. Untuck your tailbone and release left leg. And then release the right leg. And reach hug arms. And while in hug arms, walk your ribs away from your hips. Release the arms. And take them to the side, take the palms up. Allow for the influx of information, of new potential. Imagine a beach, a lonely beach. And there's a wood pylon in the water, and a seagull is perched upon it. The seagull's heart is full. He's balanced. But he wants to be higher. So he unfolds his wings to all their glory and starts to rhythmically flap them. The flapping lifts his heart and he's able to move and soar in flight. Once he's in flight, it only takes a gentle adjustment of the wing to maneuver up and down, left and right. He knows the algorithm of flight innately, and it doesn't require much energy. Follow this bird on his flight. And now you are a person lying on the beach in the warm sand. You can feel what parts of your body are sinking in the deepest into the sand. Take a big breath in through the nose here. And a cleansing, cathartic breath out through the mouth. Once more in. And out. Once more in. And out. Reach the right arm overhead on the floor and roll over onto your right side. Lay your head on your right arm. Left hand in front of you for support. Open your eyes and come into your space. And then slide and glide, rips up, head last to simple seated. Seated on a block is more fun. More room to get the belly long here. So find that sweet spot where the shoulders are not forward, but they're not backward. They're the most broad. And then from there, touch together, dome hand. Ignite your palm hollows to fire the globe. Close your eyes. And then press palms together. Gratitude for yourself, practice, and whatever you feel gratitude for at this moment. And then stretch forward your wings and your greatness. Namaste.